Okay, so today is 12:30 a.m. February 27th, 2026. It's a Friday, midnight right now, and if I'm being totally honest, there has been so many things that have happened, and we are actually 2 months into 2026. Honestly, I've been the most lost and confused I've been in a while. I started this year off very clear and focused on who I wanted to be as a person and what my dreams and goals were for the year. I wanted to build a successful app. I wanted to get in the workout and get my dream body. I wanted to build a life that's full with love and energy and wealth and success. But to be honest, in the past 2 months, I took a gap from college, sort of dropped out. I moved I moved halfway across the country to San Francisco to work a full-time job at a startup. And now I am no longer working there. There's a lot of things that are going on in my mind. I question a lot about what truly is next for me in this path of in this next chapter of my life. And it seems like the world is just slowly moving forward and I'm just like kind of stuck in this position. And I'm not sad, I'm not depressed, I'm not overwhelmed. I feel in fact quite calm. I've been feeling quite calm recently, but it's just I lack this sort of direction and I lack confidence in myself to make things work. Um, I had a real look into how the real world operates. You got to pay rent, you got to pay your bills and stuff. And honestly, I'm out here in San Francisco and I'm literally all by myself, and I have to figure out a way to make ends meet. I just have enough money to pay for my rent right now, and that is it. So I probably have around 2 to 3 months of runway before I actually like go broke. Um, and I think it's times like this where when you are forced, when you fall face first on the floor, when you are at rock bottom, when you literally are stripped with nothing. I think that is like when diamonds shine, when real stars are born. Um, I know that whatever I do right now, I can't quit. I can't back down from this challenge. To be honest, I don't want to rush into working another job. I don't want to move to New York just because I think it's fun. I don't want to do something just because it feels like the safe thing to do. I want to challenge myself. I want to push myself and see how long I can stay in this. See how long I can stay being uncomfortable. See how long I can stay just being like this before I want to change and make a real change in my life. I know that it's gonna work out in the end. I know that it's life is gonna be great and I'm gonna be successful. I won't have to worry about money in the future, and I'll have everything I wanted. I'll have everything I've ever wanted, like a sweet and loving girlfriend, uh, a body and a lean, athletic body that I'm proud of. I'll have all of these things, like a business that allows me to travel the world. These are all things that I want, but I have to think about what basically what's on my mind is what do I do in this stage of my life. It just hit me right now that I am on a gap semester that I literally took a leave from college this year to quote unquote chase my dreams. And to be honest, I'm making this video to document that chasing your dreams isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's like sometimes it pushes you to the lowest of lows, and right now I am at a pretty low point in my life because I have no money. I don't have a business that's making me any money as well, and I'm kind of just here. I'm just kind of here in Silicon Valley, and yeah, like I don't have college, I don't have school. I have made it to Silicon Valley, and I am paying a lot of money for rent. So I guess this is just like sort of a chapter in this journey, and I want to bring you guys along with me as I navigate this next chapter of my life, kind of figuring out what does chasing my dreams really look like, and do I want to work for someone else? Will I be a good employee? I want to live a grand, luxurious, beautiful, and loving life. You know, I want to be surrounded by people I love. I want to be surrounded by amazing things and amazing people. I want to travel wherever I want. I want to buy whatever I want, and at the same time, I want to live a normal life. At the same time, I just want someone that I can come home to and talk about my day, how my day went, and cuddle with. And you know, for the longest time, I still don't know whether these two things, whether living a normal life and a grand, ambitious life, are can coexist or not. And I guess that's one of the things. Like, I want to find balance between just living the life that I want to live. And I think there's like a couple things that I want to focus on, which is first just finding direction in my life. Finding direction as for what kind of career do I want to have in the next year, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. You know, I am a creative person. I am a storyteller. I am an artist, athlete, entrepreneur. I'm all of these things, and I can become whoever I want in the future as well. It's just like I have this dream of becoming a fashion model. I have this dream of becoming a YouTuber, vlogger, content creator, influencer. I have this dream of starting my own software business and making a lot of money and changing the lives of millions of people in this world. So I have all these goals, and also just to work out, to build a body that I actually am proud of and look good in. And these are all goals of mine, and I feel like I can't focus and be excellent at every single one of them all at once. I need to pick a few goals and kind of stick with that for the next couple months. I think one of my biggest problems is just not sticking to things and seeing them through, not being consistent and disciplined enough to push myself when things get hard. And this is a period of my life where I have to be mentally strong, and I have to mentally push through hard times, and this is one of those times. Another thing is I want to, self-improve. I want to work on myself. And a lot of people say that, but what it really means to me is to finally appreciate and love myself for who I am. What it means to me is to love every aspect of my life, how I look. I have all these insecurities that I don't talk about to people. I've never really talked about to anyone. I have all this childhood trauma that motivates me to be better and to change the world, quote unquote. But it's like there's so much that I can work on. I can read at night. I can meditate in the mornings. All these things, like just taking time out of my days every single day to kind of just decompress, to sit with myself and try to appreciate myself and love myself for who I am. And that's something I also want to work on. And I think career is really, really, really important. Like, I think now is the best time to take a bet on my dreams and my ambitions in life. But at some point, is there a point where you kind of have to stop and give up your dreams? I don't know. I just turned 21 a couple months ago. I feel like now is the best time in my life to take these risks. Now is the best time to go after my dreams and goals because I can always get a job. I can always get something going. It's just, what do I want truly out of my life? And that is this next chapter in my life. So, yeah. Just sort of a brain dump, but wanted to record this. It's almost 1 a.m. and probably just gonna go sleep, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.